Well, hello everybody. So, welcome back everyone. I have decided to finally get my hands onto the Marc Jacobs palette. This is the one. This is it. This is the Fantascene palette, eyeshadow palette that just launched recently, and I tried to get it at Sephora here in Germany, but turns out that it was sold out really quickly. I was like so sad that I didn't get my hands on it, and then my friend went to Barcelona and called me from Barcelona and was like, oh my god, I have it here in the Sephora in Barcelona, should I get it for you, should I get it for you? I was like, oh my god, please get it for me. I was so happy. I mean, look at this gorgeous palette. Isn't that insane? I mean, this is like a dream come true for me. But yeah, this palette I wanted to do a look on today, kind of a beginner look, and I wanted to kind of go through it and do like a step-by-step thing, and like just doing like an easy look, you know, because I'm not doing anything today. It's 30 degrees, and I mean, this glow on my face is achieved by this lovely heat we have going on here in Germany. First things first, I think I might start with my eyes, and I'll zoom you guys in a little bit for this. Alrighty, so first things first, I'm going to start with a little bit of eyeshadow on my eyes. This is the Catrice Camouflage High Coverage Concealer. It's in the shade 005 Light Neutral, and I also have my Tarte Shape Tape in the color Fair Neutral. I am really pale, as you can see. I have a lot of redness around here, and under my eyes it's a little bit of darkness. I didn't sleep very well yesterday, so I'm just gonna put some on to my lids. This concealer is okay, you know, I'm not like obsessed with it, but it does the job for me for now. So I just put a little bit, just a teeny tiny bit. I didn't want to put too much just because I don't really do that often. Let's get an eyeshadow. Sorry, my brushes are not very clean. So let's start. These colors are just so pretty. I just can't believe how nice they are. I think I'm gonna go ahead and start with the color Covets. It's this one right here. This light kind of gray brownish undertoned color. Just gonna take that on a Zooeva brush, Luxe Soft Crease brush. I bought this recently, and oh my god, if you're like a beginner person that's just starting out on makeup, you know, and you love makeup like I do, and you kind of just like, you just love it, you have to buy this. It's so amazing to get into your crease. It's so soft. So let's start. I'm just gonna softly blend this into my crease. I have put on the concealer beforehand, and I'm just gonna build this up, blending that in my crease. I'm just applying this on both sides, just dusting off the excess. I'm doing a very light hand, just windswiper motions, back and forth, kind of doing little circles on the end here because I want it to be a little bit darker than the rest of the eye. Blend, blend, blend. You know, blending is your best friend. I'm sure everybody that applies eyeshadow knows that. Take your time with it, you know, don't rush it. So let's just do the other eye real quick. I don't know what color to go for yet. There is this copper in there, in this, and this pinky iridescent kind of color, and I can't decide which one to go for, you know what I mean? Like I already said, I'm not really doing anything today. Get a juice, because I'm trying to be super healthy right now. I'm just still using the same brush. I have a new product that I bought recently. Oh, my eyebrows are so crazy. I hate them. But you know what you're gonna do. I bought the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. I have the color Light 2. Oh my god. I was like glowing to the gods. It was the best thing that I've ever had on my face. I met my friend afterwards and she was like, what is on your face, girl? And I was like, Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. It was a little bit too much, like I put too much on, but I freaking loved it. I love a glowy look. It's like my favorite. I love bronzy and glowy looks, but like on the natural side, you know, not like going crazy. I prefer creamy highlighters. I like the finish of them more, you know, because I like how more natural it looks. Sometimes I will put a liquid one on and then I will go over it with a powder to intensify the look. But if it's like an everyday getting up in the morning kind of makeup look, then I just use a Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Light Wand. This is like also one of my favorites, and I'm pretty sure it's almost empty because I use it every single day. Alrighty, now that I have covets on my eyes as like a transition color, I will go into the color Fantasy, which is just next to it. It's the like dusty rose color. It's so pretty. This is a MAC 217 brush. This is good because it goes more into your crease. The Zooeva brush is more fluffy, so it's perfect for your crease. I love it, and I want to get the whole Zooeva set. I'm going to take the shade Fantasy and put this into my crease a little bit more. I have to say these are very dusty, so make sure to tap off the excess. I'm just going over the grayer shade with this pink, just because I want like a hue of the pink on my lid. I just want to have like a nice mix of colors, kind of mixing the two together. Also with this eye, I have this thing where one part of it just doesn't pick up any pigment. I don't know what it is. I can put powder on top of it before I put any eyeshadow to like even it all out. Just no, it's just like not today, Lancome, not today. It's just not going for it. I'm going for the other eye now. You just have to have a light hand. I have learned a lot that keeping your hand at the end of the brush is so much better than like holding here. Unless you want to be more precise and put more pressure on it, keep your hand on the back of the brush and just really lightly do the wind swiping motions. And circular too. You know, you want it to be all blended together. You want it to be looking soft and not too harsh. And you just want to have a nice even look. I mean, I love how this color looks right now. It's really different. I will clean up this bit later, and here comes the exciting part. I think I'm gonna go for the copper, and I think I'm gonna apply it with my fingers because why not? I think this will be the best way to do it because it's such a pigmented color. Wow. And also, I don't want it to be like a perfect look. I'm not about that life. I want it to kind of fade out at the ends. Holy guacamole. This is wild. This color is crazy. I mean, you guys, if you can get your hands on this eyeshadow palette, don't think about it twice. Just packing it on with my finger. Maybe on the other eye I'll do it with the brush so we can see the difference. I mean, this is gorgeous. I'm gonna go in with the Zooeva brush, kind of make it a little bit more like subtle around the edges. I'm gonna go in with this dark brown shade that's in this palette, which is right next to the copper. And if you're wondering why it looks a bit shiny, it's not shiny. I dropped the palette on my first day of getting it. It was such a great moment for me. So this color is super pigmented and also kind of dusty, but you know, just use a very light hand because I have played around with these a little bit before. Just doing this with a Morphe brush. I might go in with a little bit more copper in it bit. See, I have fallout here on my cheekbones, which is exactly why I didn't want to do my foundation before. Let's do the other eye. I'm gonna take a brush for that. I'm gonna take this brush. It's like a flat brush, and honestly, I don't know what it's called because it doesn't have a name on it. So I'm just gonna go in with that and use the brush on the other side of my eye. I want like a flat brush so that it picks up the product. Just definitely much less pigment compared to when you use your finger. Alrighty, let's just use some setting spray. Just using the brush didn't really do much for me, to be honest. I mean, it wasn't the same effect that I got when I used my finger. Oh, it already looks so much better. Yeah, definitely recommend using this shade, the coppery one, with some sort of spray that you have, or water would probably work as well. Alrighty, I have also applied the brown on the other side of the eye, just to give it a little bit more of like a smoky effect. There is still this iridescent color that I need to use, which is called She Said, which is just so freaking pretty. So this is what it looks like. Beautiful. And I think I want to put this kind of on the end. Flat brushes are better for like glittery colors just because they pick up more pigment. So it's kind of funky. Mixing the two looks great. So please let me know everything I need to do better. Don't be too harsh on a girl because she just started. I know you guys are used to your amazing videos and stuff. Everybody's got to start somewhere. Honestly, I had no idea where I was going with this, but I like how it's turning out. I'm just kind of putting the She Said color in my inner corner because it's iridescent. It looks sick. Okay, I think I'm good with the eyes right now. I'm gonna probably reapply some copper later once I've done the whole face. Let's move on to the visage now. I just quickly need to go and wet my beauty blender and we'll start with the face. Let's try out the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. Nobody really knows what it is. It's kind of something that you put under your foundation and it just gives you this amazing glow. Real Techniques Duo Fiber Brush and just like brush it out a bit. Holy moly. My go-to foundation is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. I have the shade number 4. This is the one that goes with my skin perfectly. I do get very, very pink cheeks. Sometimes I want an extra red. I use the Makeup Forever HD stick underneath just on my cheeks. It really helps with the redness. I love the Giorgio Armani because it has a luminous but kind of natural finish. Alrighty, now that we have the foundation on, let's go into the concealer. Below my eyes, then I go over it with the Tarte Shape Tape just a little bit depending on what I want to do. Just blend that out. Already this look is coming together. Let's go into the brows. The product that I've been using for my brows for about half a year now is the Foolproof Brow Powder by Benefit in the shade number 1. It has 2 shades in it which are perfect because they're kind of ashy. I like powder because it looks the most natural. I'm gonna do my brows and I'll be right back. Now that I've done my brows, wow, they look so dark on camera. So now that we're done with that, I usually move on to contour. I use the Smashbox step-by-step contour stick. Comes in like a set of 3 and I use the most ashy shade. I'm just gonna put this in my cheekbone. I then go in with my Zooeva face shape brush, shaped like so, and then I literally, with the lightest hand, I take off all my baby hairs with the lightest hand. I do little circles, and look how much that comes off. Look how strong that is. Look how quick that blends out. I know it looks crazy right now. Just bear with me. After that comes my little magic step. I go over it with my beauty blender and I just go over it. Already looks so much more subtle, don't you think? Alrighty, now that we've done that, let's go ahead and finish the under eyes. I think I'm just gonna do that quickly off of camera just because it's literally gonna be the same thing I did on the top, I'm gonna do on the bottom, and then I'll be right back. Finish the eyes. This is pretty much the eyes done, I would say. I freaking love how this looks. I kind of did like a little bit of an ombre effect. I freaking love this. Why does it look so nice? I think it's just the colors. This whole thing is just amazing. This is a product that nobody ever talks about enough. I have really short and straight lashes and I hate curling my lashes. It scares the life out of me. The Dior Maximize 3D Triple Volume Plumping Lash Primer. This also has like conditioning aspects to it, and recently I've been loving the Lancome Monsieur Big Mascara. I do one eye first. Gonna do the other eye real quick and I'll be right back. Eyelashes done. Let's get to my favorite part. Usually I put on some Kat Von D Shade and Light into my contour. I mix the subconscious and shadow plate together, just literally the tiniest amount. Look how pigmented that is. Moving on to bronzer. This is my absolute favorite bronzer, the Physicians Formula bronzer, butter bronzer. Smells like heaven. It's amazing. It's super subtle but pretty. I take this on my little Hoola Benefit brush, bronzing brush, just really lightly going over the big parts of my face. This Charlotte Glow is still peeking through. Now that we've done the bronzer, now to the favorite part. I can either use my Charlotte Tilbury one, or we can use this Wet n Wild, which is a little bit peachy. It's the color Precious Petals. Let's use a little bit of this and then go over it with Precious Petals. A couple dots, put a little bit under my brows. So I take my ring finger and my middle finger and I just tap. Kind of when it's too much, I just go over it with my beauty blender. It's never too much down here for me, but for my forehead sometimes it's a bit much. Yeah, this is my like glow. Maybe I'll use a little bit of the Wet n Wild. So I'm using another Zooeva brush, Luxe Face Focus brush. So because I have a cream underneath, I just pat on the highlighter. This is very peachy, it's gorgeous. Glowing like there's no tomorrow, but I think it's a nice glow. Let's do a little lippy. I'm just going for Abu Dhabi by NYX. Don't know how this is gonna look. I think this looks gorgeous. I couldn't have picked a better color to go with this look. Okay, you guys, this is the finished result. This is it, you guys. Thank you for watching. Give it a thumbs up. I hope you liked what you saw, guys. I hope it was kind of in-depth and explanatory. Please let me know what I have to do better, what I can do better. I want to hear your criticism, constructive criticism. I can only learn from that. I will post my blog down below. I will put my Instagram handle down below. Give me a follow. I don't have Twitter. I don't use Twitter. I love Instagram and Snapchat. I don't really use that much either. I hope you guys liked it. Please keep watching. I will be posting a lot more beauty and makeup and fashion related things on my channel. I hope to. And I hope you like what you saw, and I'll see you soon.